Good morning, Britain. Railway unions say no deal as workers get set for a series of strikes next month that will affect some of the nation's biggest events. Eurovision, the FA Cup final and the Epsom Derby will be among those events hit, meaning thousands of fans will have to find other ways to travel.
Well, the RMT has just rejected a fresh pay deal from 16 train firms that would have seen a 4% pay rise for the next 2 years, but changes to conditions. The Transport Secretary's not happy about strikes that have now been going on for very nearly a year.
Also this morning, fights, feuds and flying chairs, tributes to the late chat show host Jerry Springer, who brought some of the most moments to our screens. We'll speak to Trisha Goddard about being mentored by the TV legend, sharing a studio, a crew and even a PA.
Also, we have a TV exclusive with Niall Horan as he tells us what it was like to visit the White House and whether he would ever play Bond.
I'm here right now. This is your chance. Just talk to me, darling.
Actor Rita Simons is here and her reappearance on EastEnders last night. So did Roxy really return from the dead?
A cloudy start to the day with outbreaks of rain. The outlook this weekend is turning milder. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Friday, 28th of April, 2023. Live from Television Centre in London. This is Good Morning Britain with Kate Garraway and Adil Ray.
Good morning, lovely to see you ahead of a bank holiday weekend.
Yes, a bank holiday
How
weekend.
exciting is that? We've got a lot of them, haven't we?
Quite a few
over the next few weeks.
Yeah.
I know we've got a cluster. Laura's going to tell us what the bank holiday weather is going to be like in just a moment, in more detail. But we know there's going to be traffic chaos, haven't there? They've been expecting more travellers than ever before because of this cluster of bank holidays.
Yeah.
People have been able to use a small amount of annual leave to get a big chunk of holidays. So if you're heading out on the road, you could be sitting somewhere. Helpfully, though, we've got things for you to do, haven't we, in the car?
Oh, have we?
Yes.
Yes, have we?
You can sing.
Oh, yes, you can sing, yes. The top 10 driving songs have been announced.
The things that people most like to sing
in
the car.
I sort of tend to drive a lot on my own.
Do you?
I do sing on my own.
What do you sing, Adil?
Well, at the moment, I'm off to see Bruce Springsteen on the weekends.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm going to Barcelona to see him.
So you've been kind of like binging Brucey.
I have been dancing in the dark in my
dark.
Little, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. These guns are fire. Oh, I love it. Oh, God, it just makes me so happy.
Oh, look at you.
It makes me so happy.
You are the boss. It does actually. Singing really, really helps. I got stuck in some traffic recently, sang a lot of Elton John. I think most people are going to be singing The Road to Nowhere, aren't they, when they're stuck in traffic?
The great thing is when you're on your own in the car, though, because no one can hear you. You're just on your own.
You're on your own. And it makes great entertainment for those stuck in the jam.
The only thing is,
you can play Guess What the Person Next to You is singing.
The only thing do you stop when you get to a traffic light, though? I always have to stop singing.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, because if you're at a traffic light and somebody looks over, they just think he's a weirdo. So
I have
just
no
stop.
shame, Adam. I have no shame. I carry on blasting it out. The number one song is a favourite of mine, Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. That is the Don't Stop Me Now.
Having a good time.
Sound
I'll tell you what,
I
just should get an album out, really, shouldn't I?
You should.
I mean, I should, really.
Let's work on that Christmas album already.
Let's work on that voice.
Let's work on the skill base.
What else
anyway, you know what we're going to ask. There you go.
Having a ball.
Stop me.
What else is on that list?
Although that might make it a bit tough if you're stuck in traffic, wouldn't it?
Sweet Caroline on there.
Sweet Caroline is 100% on there at number 4. We want to know your favourites, though. You know what I'm going to say, don't you? We want to know the songs that you love singing to take the pressure off the stress of a drive, to make driving somewhere, particularly if there's traffic, lots of fun.
There is a Bruce Springsteen song on it. Oh, Born to Run.
Born to Run.
Born to Run.
Yeah, that's another classic.
That's a classic. It's a classic.
Let us know what you think. Unfortunately, it's not just the roads that are facing problems, the rails too. Tens of thousands of fans of Eurovision football and horse racing are facing cancellation and major disruption on the railways. Workers at 14 train companies will strike next month on the same day as the final of the Eurovision Song Contest in Liverpool. And this comes after the RMT union rejected the latest pay offer in a long-running pay dispute.
Meanwhile, the train drivers union, ASLEF, has announced a fresh series of walkouts. One falls on the day of the All-Manchester FA Cup final at Wembley and the Epsom Derby. Our chief correspondent Richard Gatesford is at London's Euston Station. Richard, the Transport Secretary, says the industrial action is deeply disappointing.